Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, just thinking about it, the welterweight division, we can't get that welterweight undisputed fight. And I just thinking, something. I think Errol Spence Jr., we got the 3 belts. I think he should just retire, right? Just straight up retire. And I'll explain, right? Errol Spence, he's got 3 belts. And last time I seen him, his stomach was out there a little bit too much for a boxer that's not a heavyweight, running between fights. And, sometimes, like I always tell you guys, you got to have a little empathy for these fighters or for people in general. It's a very important emotion to have, empathy, try to feel what somebody else feels. Errol Spence has been through a lot, y'all. You know what I mean? He's been through a lot. He's done a lot of stuff. He showed a whole bunch of discipline for coming back, from, the car accident he had. Now, a lot of people going to be like, what you out there drunk driving for? Okay, there's an argument. Hey, I'm going to back off that. But to come back and have a hard fight, go back in and fight a Danny Garcia directly after that, right? And then get a torn retina, which people that are old enough remember them. Torn retina was almost in the careers back in about 30 years ago. But to come back from that and fight Ugas, right? And, to secure all 3 of the belts in the welterweight division, that's something to be commended, right? I can give you some arguments against that. I didn't like the fact that he fought Ugas. I would rather Terrence Crawford had fought Ugas, so that would have made both of them have 2 titles, and then we probably would have had negotiations that are a little bit more even, and we probably would have got the fight. But nevertheless, Errol Spence has done a lot. Going to beat Kell Brook in England, which wasn't easy at the time he did it. Now, that was a Kell Brook who was coming off of getting his eye socket broke from Gennady Golovkin. Kell Brook had a valiant effort against Gennady Golovkin, but he did get it. Gennady Golovkin was bigger, got his eye socket broke. So to come back down and wait and fight Errol Spence was not easy for Kell Brook either, but Errol Spence did it, and on Kell Brook's turf. So, and he's done a lot in the welterweight division. So my point here is, if they don't, Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford don't fight, which we're hearing is July the 22nd. If they don't do that, then he should just retire, right? Others have done it, and retiring doesn't mean forever. It just means, like, back off. Here are the belts, y'all. When I get back in here, maybe somebody got the belts and I'll go fight them, but I'm just going to relax for a while and don't, keep having a fight on the horizon and just, damn it, forget boxing for a while. Come back, fight at 157 pounds or something for one fight, to get back down and wait and whatever, to do whatever the hell he wants to do. I think he deserves that. It's unfortunate because what I'm going to talk about in a minute, but at the end of the day, just from Errol Spence's point of view, if we're not going to fight on July 22nd against Terrence Crawford undisputed, just retire for a few months, 8 to 12 months. Others have done it. The Tyson Furies of the world, and others who I can't really think of right now. Just, we're going to retire for a minute. We'll be back, but we're retiring, so we got our peace and just enjoy life for a minute, not all this boxing stuff. He probably, deserves that because of the things he's been through. The torn retina is not just something easy, just because we sit and just talk about it. But he's been through that. I'm going through an injury right now. I'm going through therapy. I know that it's hard going through stuff like that. You got a car accident where you fear for your life, actually, then you come back and fight. So maybe he just needs the time off. Like I said, you get a stomach like that, you ain't really concentrating on no boxing. And, another thing is I just ain't seen him working out. All I want to see from Errol Spence is workout videos, to see if he's preparing for something. I haven't seen that. So maybe just, if he's not going to fight on July 22nd, retire for a year, take off. That's my point. Now, I know when you do an Errol Spence video and you're saying he's retired, a lot of times, especially black people, we seem to want to split up about everything. You got to be Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford. Bullocks. No, you don't. But like if I was rolling with one more than the other, it would be Terrence Crawford. And that's because of what I've been saying. Terrence Crawford has the possibility to do something historic. And, and his time is of essence. The man's 35 now. I think he could have done this when he's about 32, 33 years old, right? If you ask me, Terrence Crawford had the possibility to become a 4-division undisputed champion. Because in the lightweight division, when he left there, he was lineal. And it wasn't nobody in the lightweight division at the time was like, well, where you going? You fight me first. It was nobody, everybody in the lightweight division was shutting the hell up and glad he left, which means he could have been undisputed there. I don't know the details right now, but some of you maybe know. There was no one there who we thought was going to be Terrence Crawford when he left the 135-pound division, which means he should have went and got undisputed there. But it's probably somebody who didn't want to fight him. But I don't know the details. But he was the baddest one there, which means he could have been undisputed there. He was undisputed at 140. We know he's possible to get undisputed at 147. It's only Errol Spence there. Everybody else he's fought who's been bigger than him has been knocked out and beat with distance. There hasn't been any close fights. Matter of fact, he ain't been in the close fights, period. The closest one was Sean Porter, right? Now, then that would be 3 divisions if he were able to do that, right? Which is historic. But to go up and 154 and at least pushing up on the baddest one at 154, saying, I want to fight Jermell Charlo. And his coach saying, yeah, we would like to become 3 division undisputed. That's just something as a fan of boxing you would like to see. You would like to see, hey, man, I saw that. He tried to do it. Who says he's going to make it or not? But at least he's trying to do something like that. You know, we only seen that in the women's boxing with the GWOAT. But other than that, you ain't see no men trying to be 3 division undisputed. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, you want to see that as a fan of whoever the hell's trying to do that. I don't care who the hell that was. I don't care where. Do you really care? When you see something historic, do you care really where they come from? Right? Let me tell you something. Shohei Ohtani. Do you care that he come from Japan? Or are you saying, wait a minute, this dude is pitching on the level that he's pitching? This dude is hitting on the level that he's hitting? This dude is running the damn bases. This dude is stealing bases, laying down bunts, running them out, getting infield hits, right? Throwing at 100 miles an hour, got the split finger, got a curve, got a slider, got whatever you need. Batting early in the order. You know, he's batting first, second, third, and fourth before, right? Do you care that he's from Japan? Hell no. I'm watching him regardless. Daily. What did Shohei do today? I know I call him Shohei. I know it's Shohei, but Shohei Ohtani just sounds cooler to me, personally. But what is he doing today? Because he's awesome. That's what I'm talking about with Terrence Crawford. It don't matter where Terrence Crawford come from, Oklahoma, right? Or Omaha, Nebraska, right? I don't give a damn where he's from. The dude is ridiculous. You're a sport fan, right? And he's trying to do something like that. So that's my issue. And I'll be honest, I ain't said nothing about the middleweight. If somebody like Jaime Munguia was the middleweight champion or undisputed for some kind of reason, which is possible nowadays because they running around stuff and getting stuff, then I'd have Terrence Crawford over Jaime Munguia, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that's what my point is. So going back to Errol Spence, bruh, if y'all not going to fight, you know, just go and give up the belts, retire, come back in a year, and then see if Terrence Crawford, you know, it's going to be hard because once those belts get split up, you know, we've heard that Virgil Ortiz was offered to fight him a couple of times, been his mandatory, didn't want to do it. And the baddest one out there, we think is Jerron Boots Ennis, and he ain't in a hurry either. So if those kind of guys are not in a hurry to fight a 35-year-old Terrence Crawford, then he's going to be, you know, he's going to have problems fighting people. Then we was all talking smack. I have amnesia. But we talking smack after these guys don't want to fight him. Doesn't that remind you? Look at Shakur Stevenson. We started talking smack when he fought Yoshimura, right? We talked, yeah, was he only fought Yoshimura? No, Yoshimura was the only one who stepped to the plate. Isaac Cruz didn't. William Cepeda didn't. Then he had to go down the line. Then after he fights the only one stood to the plate, then we ask him, why'd you fight him? Instead of asking Isaac Cruz and William Cepeda. Right? Same thing we're going to do to Terrence Crawford. Why you fighting Avanesian, but Boots Ennis and Virgil Ortiz didn't want none. You see what I'm saying? Those are badges of honor. That's how you got to look at that. But, you know, hey, that's media, that's narrative. But my point is that shouldn't be in the internet. The internet is where, you know, should be some truths. People should go and say what you know. But anyway, the point is, Errol Spence Jr., right? If you're not going to fight on the 22nd of July, man, take some time off and do what the hell you want to do. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.